Yes, I'm back. I hope I am able to explain and you are understanding the way I speak. So, losing something we love, we feel upset and we worry. When is the time to get worried? Life gives us everything. But you know what? One thing, it can also take it away without warning. It can take it away from us without warning. It won't tell us anything. You know, it's very pathetic. It does not tell us anything, but it can take away everything without warning us. And we all know that is when what is lost is a loved one or a relationship that matters or things. It can lead to bereavement and loss. May it be a teddy bear also. My favorite teddy bear. I don't care, but it's going to get lost. Right? It's a truth about grief. But what about losing something? Suppose, what about losing something you love, like an ongoing social event, or you have attended for years, your practice with Taekwondo, or a volunteering work you were doing, you loved some aspect of your health or fitness, or whatever, even an object that was very precious to you. It's an emotional cost of losing something you love. It's absolutely possible to experience feelings of loss, bereavement, grief, you know. Even if what we lost isn't a person, having mood swings, we'll have mood swings, we'll feel tired, not wanting to do our usual activities, anxiety, depression, feeling vulnerable, wanting to be alone, sleeping problems, changing in eating patterns, we don't want to eat. Why am I upset something about losing something I loved so much? Why am I upset? It is rarely the actual thing that we are mourning. We are mourning. It's actually not mourning, it's actually what the thing represented to us. Feeling like we belonged, a sense of worth it gave us, feeling connected to someone or something very much, a belief we were responsible and trusted, a sense of stability, or our social status. It's not just a weekly card game you have enjoyed for the past few years on your mobile, or it's not a weekly, that PUBG or that whatever things are going on that we have enjoyed and it's ended, it's banned, or we have stopped playing it, we go to another game. It's not just that. It's that with it has gone in our senses of stability and belonging. May it even be a teddy bear or a ball. Yeah, PUBG is going on, and suppose you are also doing something taekwondo. For past 5 6 years you have been doing it. Now you have changed your way from school and you have forgotten about it. It's not just that. That thing, the sense of that feeling that something is lost, it goes into our senses of stability and belonging. You are not just losing something someone has given me. Suppose my mother had gifted me a chain with a cross and a red ruby was there inside that middle. It was quite expensive. And she had given it me for my birthday, and at that time I was in hostel, and she said don't wear, we are not allowed to wear ornaments, gold ornaments or any type of metal or any ornaments, expensive ornaments in college. So she had kept it with her. I had that always inside me. I'm going to someday wear that gold chain and go out. That cross hanging, I had made that chain shorter so that the cross could be seen. I had seen some American film stars, wearing it tight, like a bracelet type on the neck, and the cross can be seen every time. And that red ruby was very nice, and my name was written on the back and gifted by my mom. So her name was also written. I had inherited that, but I lost it. Whatever reason, I lost it. I am not just losing my mother's inheritance, which I inherited, which she gifted to me. It was with her. So after she passed away, I inherited that. I am losing my sense of being responsible. Understood? I am losing my sense of being responsible and feeling connected. Now, why won't I mourn about that? I'm going to mourn, I'm going to cry, I'll have those things which I told you just now. Wanting to be alone, I'll have sleeping problems, I'll not want to eat, I'll eat less, I don't want to do my usual activities, feeling tired. Oh my gosh, what happened? How did it get lost? Chain can be bought again, that same can be made, but that thing will not come back. Am I overacting or overreacting? Experiencing emotions around losing something you loved, it can be down to core beliefs and repressed emotions. Core beliefs are the ideas we form about ourselves and the world when we are children. We then live out of these assumptions as if they are facts, not even realizing that we are being controlled by them. Losing something we care about can trigger, these beliefs, these core beliefs, which can sound like, example, the world is a dangerous place. I can't be trusted. I deserve more bad things. Obviously, distorted thinkings come to our mind. That's what we unconsciously think. What the hell happened? Why did this happen to me? There are bad things can happen, more bad things. Why did this happen to me? We get into repressed emotions when our negative core beliefs start cooking inside. Difficult experiences. We start believing beliefs. Suddenly we feel sad, or really we get angry, not realizing, expressing of our backed up feelings for years. We can feel better also after events. There are ways of feeling better. Give ourselves time. Think. It's like a kind of mourning, We can't be so dramatic in life. Something I lose, I feel vulnerable. I was flabbergasted. I had gone blank when I lost my mom, and her death anniversary was on the 17th of August, this few days ago. So that's why I wrote that. And I was not able to bury her because I was very far away. I was not being able to come in time, and they could not keep the body so long. But I had to visit her grave. I visit it every year. This year I couldn't go because of the lockdown. But am I jumping off the building? Am I hitting my head on the wall? Times happens. We have to give ourselves time. Mourning takes time, as everyone on their own has their own timeline. You will start moving again when you are ready. That is the perfect timing. Do some digging. Best way to get over something is to go through it again. If you can't get to what is really going on for you, what the lost has triggered, then you can process the real issues of emotion. Talking to friends, talking to your family, Ask yourself good questions that begin with how, what actually happened. Why did this losing make me feel like this? Or what did this losing thing make me feel? How does my life feel now than it before the loss? Or if I could tell, the object, experience, event that I lost something, what would it be? What might I have really lost here behind the obvious? What goals could I set to get back that sense of worth, responsibility, connection, trust in other ways? We have to seek the proper support. Anxiety or depression is not the solution. If you keep on going into that, sorry guys, you have to go and meet a psychiatrist, which is not good. So life has to change. Life has to be better. Life is great. You have to take care of your life, take care of your things, take responsibility, be empathetic, have empathy, talk to your parents, learn from them, see them, get inspired. This is the time you are at home. Talk to your parents, the person who you talk to the most, learn from them, see how they're doing, how they feel. Ask your parents if you have ever lost anything, what happened, what are the things happens when we lose, how do we take care of our things. Okay? So this is actually the poet, what he's wanting to say. It's very important and the poem is very good. So I liked it. I hope I was able to explain. But anyways, life will go on like this. We have to face everything. So people have lost so many things in this pandemic. People have lost their houses. People have lost their jobs. They're not jumping off the building. People have died also while walking just to save themselves. Come back home. What do you expect? So you praise God that you are happy, you are safe, you are sound with your family, you have no issues. Right? So take care and God bless you guys, all of you, and enjoy life and be positive and always think good. Be happy, look into the mirror and smile. Tell someone to come and stand with you and look at him and smile. Look at her or smile. Look at your mom and smile and tell her to smile back. You'll have fun. For at least 5-6 minutes, you'll start laughing. Once you laugh, that's the best medicine. No loss, you gain happiness. Make sure you don't lose anything. And if you lose, you have ways to control it. And you can find me. I'll give you the ways. I'll repeat it again for you. You know where I am. So take care. God bless again. And wish you all the luck. And respect your parents. Love them. They are the best ever gifts and teachers in your whole life. And remember the non-academic teachers also during Teachers' Day. From where we learn from anybody. We learn from even a small child sometimes. So they are also non-academic. Teachers doesn't mean only academically. Yes, teachers we know because they are in school, but we have so many teachers outside as well. My father is my teacher. My parents are my teacher. So respect them. Wish them. The people who are doing teaching outside about these corona warriors, they are also teachers. Everyone, non-academic teachers. We have to respect empathy. We have to create that. Once that gets created inside us, we'll think differently. Then we'll care about our things more. We won't have losses. Keep the Josh and keep rocking. Bye-bye.